Welcome to Paul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul with Chef Amy. Say hi.
Hi.
And today we're going to be making some orange ginger chicken. So to start, what we're going to do, and this is just noon and we're not eating for later, but we're going to make rice. And when it's done, it's going to go right in the fridge. Why? Because, well, we want the rice to sit a little bit and it kind of kills a little bit of the starchiness. It'll be good. So here we've got some chicken cut up, and they're just little chunks. So we cut them up from a chicken breast because there's low fat, and we're not going to deep fry this. We're not even going to air fry it. We're going to put this in the oven, and we're going to do it that way. So what Amy's going to do now, she's going to take some chicken seasoning, and she's going to just doof that right in. We're trying to do a quicker format of video, so we're not going to show you everything. But she's going to pour that right in.
And I have to turn it so it take a minute or two for me to get enough out.
And this is basically going to marinate so that we have this way for a little while.
That should be good, I think.
Yep. And then we're going to use some pepper. And this is going to be a very simple ingredient. And we're going to try something new. We're not going to tell the other people eating this because they don't like it. Well, they don't have to eat it. Simple as that.
What are you looking for?
The hot pepper.
Oh, do we have any left?
We just bought some today. Just bear with me here. We're just finding something. It's a sauce.
Well, it's not in the fridge.
And yeah, we're usually a little better prepared than this.
Chipotle hot sauce?
Yep. So he's going to continue with the pepper, because we got to have a lot of pepper on this. And we got a bottle of Chipotle hot sauce. Now, this isn't habanero and Quofan. I know you're going to be a little disappointed in Amy, but it's still hot, just not flaming hot. And there's reasons, and you'll figure this out later. Okay, we got enough. Now we're going to put in some
Smoked paprika?
Smoked paprika. It helps give it a little bit of a smoked flavor. Even though we're not going to use a smoker because it's pretty messy outside and we don't have a smoker yet. But we're getting one. All right, then she's going to open up the chipotle. And welcome Chef Nepeta, who's being a little rotten right now. Okay, that's enough of that. We don't want to kill anyone.
True.
Come on, Dutchie. You can leave that for now.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to open that. And this is liquid smoke. Now, with liquid smoke, this is very, very important. You do not drounce everything in with this. It is very strong. So what Amy's going to do is she's going to about 3 or 4 drops. One more. And that's it. So what Amy's going to do from here is she's going to take this knife and then she's going to stir everything really, really good together. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a freezer bag and you're going to set it in the fridge until you're ready to cook. Simple as that. We'll be back a little bit later when we're ready to stick this in the fridge, or pardon me, take it out of the fridge and put it in the oven. You make sure you stir this really good, put everything away.
I can smell the liquid smoke. It smells really good.
Yeah, it's got an amazing taste and texture to it. Now,
That should be good.
And put this in a bag, and that knife is going straight into the sink and everything's going to be washed fresh. So that's basically it. We'll be ready. We'll be back when we're ready to set this into the oven and start the sauce. Welcome back. So this has been sitting here most of the day. We got our pan here, and Amy's going to take some spray.
Some Pam.
That's what we're using today, but if you don't have Pam, that's fine. Just lightly oil it a little bit, just makes it less sticky. And when I say sticky, I also mean hopefully not so sticky that Miss Sticky Fingers over here doesn't gobble the whole thing down before anybody else has a chance to eat some. So Amy's is actually going to go over to the oven first, and we're going to start preheating the oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to bake this for 20 to 25 minutes on 350 degrees. And then we're going to take it out. We'll be ready for the next step. But for now, Amy's going to line this.
And I'm going to grab the spatula because I can't touch this because of liquid smoke.
All right, well, you can touch it, but you have to wash your hands after.
Yeah, and it's really hard to get the smell of that off
And
because
Amy,
it's not strong.
and Amy hates to wash her hands.
No.
But you want to try to separate them really, really good. And think I was about to make double portion.
This is enough easily.
But yeah. Amy forgot to put the rice in the fridge.
Oh, shoot, I did.
But that's fine. But anyways, we're going to make sure this is all separated, because if you don't, it's not going to cook as good as it will. Almost looks like they're scallops, really.
It does, and it feels like it.
But they're chicken.
It's chicken.
Maybe I can look for a recipe to make chicken taste like scallops. You know, make that perfect little recipe, and oh, it'd be almost like making gold from metal. Or a good joke out of Amy.
Really?
But we're going to throw this in the oven as soon as it's preheated, and we're going to cook for 25 minutes. When it's done, then we'll be back, and we'll start the hard part, and that's the sauce. So we're going to start working on the sauce right now. So we'll be back.
Hi.
Welcome back to Paul's Kitchen. So we're done the chicken. The chicken's been in the oven for about 25 minutes. It's a little bit cooled down a little bit now, but that's not a big deal. So what Amy's going to do now is she's going to take 2 cups of Sunny D. So she's going to use a measuring cup.
Two cups.
And she's going to put that in there. Then she's going to put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now we know Amy likes making a little bit of a mess, so this is going to be Amy's favorite thing here.
No. I don't like making a mess, but I am.
And she's loving every moment of it. Now Amy's going to wash her hands and then dry them. And we're going to turn the oven on to 6.
The stove?
Yes. And then she's going to start stirring that to get right here, Amy.
Okay.
Already got that out for you.
All right.
So she's going to stir that to try to mix everything together. And after we do every step, we're going to stir it in so that everything will go really good.
So mix well.
Yeah. So next off, we're going to take, and I'm going to put the cover on this, and Amy's going to get 1 cup of brown sugar.
I need something to scoop with.
Now, I don't necessarily want to go too crazy over sugar. That should be good.
Okay.
That's roughly 1 cup. I don't want this packed, and that doesn't have to be perfect. And then Amy's going to stir that in. Now, somebody said that, you know what, you should get some orange food coloring just to make it a perfect orange. I'm going to disagree with that. I don't think you really need to. Okay, so now we're going to get 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar.
Hope we have enough.
Yeah, we should.
No, we don't.
Oh, there's another container in there, so.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Now, where it is a whole nother story.
You sure? I don't think we do.
Okay, so we don't.
No, we don't.
Amy was probably drinking it as a drink the other day.
No. So I guess that's it. I
Yeah.
guess we only put one.
And then we're going to take 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And then half a tablespoon of sesame oil.
Half a tablespoon.
So just
do half
just
of
roughly
it.
guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not baking. It doesn't have. There we go. Now Amy's going to start stirring again. Now this would be one reason why people are going to sit here and say that you should have some more food coloring. And I'm saying that's hogwash. You don't need to. You really don't. It does look nicer by all means, but it's your meal. You don't need to go crazy with this. So Amy's going to get this all incorporated. Now we've got some roughly cut garlic and ginger, so Amy's going to put that in there. She's going to stir that really good there. I was going to try to put that in the food processor, but when Amy was helping me, she kind of ignored me and just completely did the cut. And that's fine. That's not going to kill it.
I did a good job.
She thinks she did a good job. All right, so the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to put in some hot sauce. Now, since we're not the only ones eating this, we can't kill everybody. So about 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's about 5. Isn't it?
Do you know how to count to 5?
Yeah. But you were counting at the same time as me.
I was messing with you, but... Okay, so Amy's going to stir that really good here. Now here's the kicker. That needs to be stirred for 10 minutes.
Alright, I'm going to put a timer on then. It's a joy of having this oven.
So she's going to continuously stir this for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, we're going to come back and take a look and see how it looks. So we will be back. So welcome back. So we're ready to finish. So we got our sauce here. And Amy's going to put the rind of an orange in here, and she's going to stir that up really good.
That's only one big orange.
Yeah, and we're using a big orange. We're not using a smaller one. This is going to give it a bit better texture. You can grade that the same way you grade cheese. It's going to give it a much better texture. It's going to give it better taste.
And this is really thick.
Reason that we stir this for 10 minutes is it really does help everything thicken up quite well. So to finish off, Amy's going to start taking the chicken, and she's going to put it right into the sauce. She technically can just use her hands. Shouldn't be that hot.
No, that's easier to use a scoop.
Probably easier to use your hands, actually.
You think?
Yeah.
Or go like this. This would work too.
But I didn't really want all the juice.
Oh, shoot.
So why don't you just do what I asked? Make it easy on yourself.
Because I don't want to touch it.
It's cooked chicken. It's not raw. See, if you touch raw chicken, you get really, really sick. Don't do what Amy just did. It's not going to kill everything, but it just adds extra juice into a sauce mix that's already been thickened. But it's not going to be the end of the world. All right, so what Amy's going to do now is she's going to take the chicken and she's going to make sure that she coats every little bit of this here. Now, the best part about this is there should be enough sauce in here that if Amy wanted to go about and cook another round of chicken, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It would be, there should be enough of this on here to really do that. All right, so we're just going to plate up now. So we got that all done. So Amy's going to take...
Oh, shoot.
I'm going to hold this.
It'd be easier if I did.
Okay, then fine. We can do that. Like I said, Chef Amy likes making a mess.
No, I don't.
That's Amy's MO. And that's perfectly fine.
Is that enough?
Put it in. And that's it. So we're going to take a look at this here. And look at that. Now you can add some scallions. You could add some sesame seeds on there. But that's really all you need. That's it. This is done. What do you guys think? Does this look good to you? Please hit the like, share, subscribe button, and let's look at Amy. Thank you, Chef Amy.
You're welcome.